You've walked through the storm. You've reclaimed your mind, your body, your spirit. You've rediscovered who you are, what you love, and what you will no longer tolerate. And now love calls to you again. But this time it's different, because you're not walking in empty-handed. You bring your fullness, your clarity, your boundaries. You bring your self-worth, unshakable, unnegotiable. And yet a question lingers. How do I let someone in without losing myself again? This is the question most of us never learn to answer. We think love is something we must surrender to completely. That merging with another person means losing a piece of ourselves. But that's not love. That's merging with someone else's energy. That's repeating old patterns under a new mask. Conscious love is different. It begins with awareness, with courage, and with a commitment to remain whole, even while being vulnerable. Conscious love looks subtle. It doesn't scream. It doesn't demand. It simply aligns with your inner truth. Ask yourself, does this relationship make me feel safe or anxious? Do I feel free to speak or must I hide? Am I respected or constantly adjusting to be accepted? If the answer is, yes, I feel myself here, you are in conscious love. If the answer is, I feel drained, anxious, or small, it's time to pause, to reflect, and possibly step back before you repeat old patterns. Because the first rule of conscious love is, you cannot love someone else fully until you love yourself fully. You've learned to trust yourself. You've rebuilt your boundaries. You've healed the wounds that made you stay in pain. Now, it's time to bring that strength into your relationships. The first step is understanding. Love does not mean fixing someone. Love does not mean absorbing their emotions like a sponge. Every emotion is their responsibility, not yours. And the moment you take ownership of their pain, you start losing yourself again. Healthy love begins when both people stand whole and accountable. Ask yourself, am I carrying emotional weight that isn't mine? Am I saying yes out of fear or obligation? Am I allowing myself to be vulnerable without sacrificing my core? Boundaries are not punishment. They are guides for love to flow safely. Say what you need to say. Say no when you need to say no. Communicate your limits clearly without apology. And watch how the right person responds. A healthy partner will respect your boundaries. A toxic one will try to break them. This is your first real test. If they honor your wholeness, they are capable of conscious love. If they do, you walk away as you have done before, but this time stronger and wiser. Conscious love thrives on clarity. Express your needs openly. Speak your truth without fear of rejection. Share your insecurities, but do not expect someone to fix them. And listen deeply without judgment. Love is a dialogue, not a monologue. If you feel hurt, you say, I feel hurt when this happens. Not to, you hurt me, therefore you are bad. Small shifts in language change the energy of the relationship. They create space for connection instead of conflict. Once your boundaries and communication are aligned, the next stage is growth. Conscious love is not static. It evolves. It challenges you. It nurtures you. You remain whole. Your partner remains whole. You keep your passions. They keep theirs. You maintain friendships, hobbies, dreams. They do the same. The relationship exists as a space of mutual respect, not mutual dependence. Ask yourself, am I giving up pieces of myself to make this work? Or am I choosing to expand together, without compromise of my essence? Handling conflict consciously Disagreements will arise. They always do. But conscious love handles conflict differently. Arguments are discussions, not battles. You speak from curiosity, not accusation. You listen not only to respond, but to understand. And after the conflict, peace returns. Not because one person won, but because both remember their wholeness. This is the secret of long-lasting love. You fight, you heal, you grow, without losing yourself in the process. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's courage. You show your scars, your fears, your dreams. You do not expect perfection from them, and they do not expect it from you. You allow love to exist without controlling it. And with time, trust grows naturally. Not from promises, but from consistent respect and presence. When love is conscious, it's simple. You laugh freely. You feel supported. You breathe easily. You love fully, but you do not depend on someone else to validate your worth. And finally, you can love without fear of losing yourself. This is the freedom that everyone deserves. The freedom to connect, to share, to grow, without ever giving up who you are. So here it is. The journey is complete. You recognize the toxicity that hid behind love. You rebuilt yourself, rediscovered your worth, and reclaimed your life. And now you enter love consciously, with clarity, courage, and wholeness. Remember, conscious love is a choice. Every day. It requires vigilance. It requires self-respect. And above all, it requires remembering the journey that brought you here. Because the person who truly deserves your heart will never ask you to shrink, hide, or surrender your soul. They will inspire you to grow, to expand, and to shine.